Hello everyone, and welcome to lesson 23, how to remember a speech. This lesson will be short, but it will be full, okay? So these are just a few pointers of what I do personally when I need to remember a speech. Like I mentioned in lesson 22, I use line flashcards and colored highlighters to highlight my points, highlight the beginning of different segments of my speech. You know, you always want to start with an outline and then you can fill it in from there. Starting, it's just like writing a paper in school. You start with, your introduction, and then the middle of your speech, and then of course the dynamic end that I mentioned before, right? So in remembering a speech, when you practice in front of the mirror and you have your flashcards, there are ways of how you say your speech and what you say in your speech, which makes a great delivery for your speech. Okay, so my five top tips for what you say are these. Remember, nobody in your audience knows your speech, only you do. And because they don't know, they don't care until you deliver it, right? Number 2, have great content and keep in mind the intention of your speech. Right? Is it meant to educate or entertain? Use stories and visuals as necessary. Like I said, you can use a PowerPoint slide or, visuals that help emphasize your point. Number 3, memorize the outline of your speech. Divide your speech and add visuals or mental images that help you remember each section. Point A, the attention grabbing open, like I said. Point B, the detailed message. And point C, the dynamic close. Number 4, practice and rehearse. Okay, your speech in front of the mirror so that you can watch your physical delivery of it. And finally, it's okay to pause, take a break, and check your highlighted cue cards. Don't think that you have to have it all stored in your mind when you go out in front of an audience. If you can do that, that is a skill that is like hats off to you, but it's okay to have notes or flashcards so that you can go and look and see what the next section is going to be, right? Cue cards, they call them. The goal is to deliver your speech effectively and not memorizing everything word for word. All right. So the 5 top tips for how you say a speech is eye contact, enthusiasm, strong voice and vocal variation, emotion, and physicality. All right. I'm going to say those again. Eye contact, looking into the eyes of your audience. Okay. Enthusiasm, be enthusiastic about whatever speech you're delivering. A strong voice and vocal variation, whether you want to go really high at a point or, bring it down low and, make it a little more serious, right? Emotion and physicality, posture, keeping your head up, right? Being confident in your delivery. All right. So those are my top 10 tips for how to remember a speech. See you in the next lesson.